Hollywood Inday.
La isa pa. La. La isa pa. La.
Mami.
Wala ka isa pa. Wala. Wala mo kapit ko po. Kiss ka po, be. Kiss ka po ba? Wala ko kiss ka po. Kiss ka po, be. Kiss ka pa.
Mami.
Asa ba? Asa sa amin ba? Ano nga? Dis Papa Day? Ano dis Papa na? Di ka pa? Di ay.
How you wish to be?
Yeah, day, hi.
Some baby.
Sige na, hi. Sige na.
Bango, Didi.
Wala? Nandun rin, baby na eh. Ang tawin.
We are about to start the very first battle. We've got 3 of the best creators and 3 members of the Clash of Clans dev team playing in a 3-on-3 tournament. The winner will get a surprise. The losing team, also a surprise. But before we get into it, let's meet our players.
My only goal in this stream is to bring my good friend Judo down.
I'm Judoslav. Darian, I will find you, and I will 6-star you.
I'm here to crush some bases.
I'm Burak, and I'm the real Master Buddha. I have the first 6-star attack in the world. I'm Itsu, I'm a guide YouTuber, and today I teach the devs a lesson.
How you feeling about your first battle, Darian?
Kind of nervous, actually. You know, Judo and I have had this online rivalry for a while, so I'm looking forward to throwing down and maintaining victory for the Super Cell team.
Is that a pun? Throwing down?
Ooh.
The trash talk has already started here in Clash Studios, so let's get into our first battle. Darian, get up here.
Yeah, good luck, Darian. Break a leg.
Yeah, Judo's gonna need it.
Oh, you need me to throw up the challenge?
Yes. I need a target to destroy. Man, already throwing down the trash talk. Okay, so I'm gonna use my now called Power P.E.K.K.A. to try to open up some stuff. Use my Boxer Giant to clear the path directly to the Builder Hall. You have activated that. No, P.E.K.K.A.'s going the wrong way! P.E.K.K.A., come back! Come back! Come back!
What you got on the Builder Hall?
Straight to that crusher.
Okay, P.E.K.K.A's come back around. And let's see if I can clear out some of these back defenses here. The balloon to tank.
Defenses are so strong now.
Okay.
You hit the baby dragon with the balloon. Smart.
Well, I want the balloon to at least soak up some of the damage.
Mami?
I do that sometimes.
There we go. So now that opens up the air defense gets destroyed by the baby dragon.
Great bomb on the dropship.
Now that my charge level is 3 on the battle machine, boom.
I think you're gonna make it. Just feel.
Come on, I just want my P.E.K.K.A. to soak.
Battle machine can
Yeah. First 3-star of the game.
That's a mid-attack right now.
Oh my, the P.E.K.K.A. almost died.
Yeah.
There was a hidden mine there.
But it's gonna get healed now, the P.E.K.K.A.
So yeah, now we're on stage 2. The healing HUD gave my P.E.K.K.A. some life, and I'm going to choose Baby Dragon and Dropship as my reinforcement troops. But for this one, I'm going to use the new Battle Copter.
You think you should try for 5 stars? It seems pretty
I'm trying for 6.
Okay.
Alright,
I was hoping for 4. I was like, come on, you can get 4, Darian. You think 5, all right.
Okay, while that charges up a bit, once again, I'm going to use my Dropship to tank for the Baby Dragon. Just to soak up some of that air defense damage. So So my goal is I want to see if I can clear this top half before I start sending in the ground troops. Come on, baby dragon, get down that elixir collector. Okay, the dropship's about to go down. Boom. All right, there we go.
Not reached, yeah. So sad to be Baby Dragon not reached, yeah.
Come on, firecrackers. Come on, die. Get taken down. Oh no, the firecrackers.
Maybe.
Okay, so we're looking at a 5-star. Okay, Baby Dragon's gonna take that down. This is going really well. Keep on eye out for this.
Yeah, Petri on the 5-star.
Yeah.
Hey, he's still got the
Better
best.
You have a chance. You have a chance. Like, get the
Better come
firecrackers.
to get this happy.
All right.
You might want. Oh, I'm actually not gonna.
Nice.
Gonna be that guy.
Use the bombers.
5 stars.
Use the no. Use the bombers to reach the firecrackers and you pick up.
You might get there. Oh!
Oh, yeah, got turned around. Firecrackers, that's good.
Come on.
Come on.
Maybe get a little
45 seconds.
Yep, come on. Oh, there we go.
Can the battle copter take this?
Nice.
Ability went off.
I think he might run out of time, actually.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Yeah, the battle copter is
Yeah, it's gonna be a 5-star.
Nice.
That was a nice.
That was good though.
Very nice.
Well done.
Well, I'm still going. I might have one single charge.
You will time fail. Time fail.
No, I don't know. Come on.
Use ability.
I'm gonna let it charge to 2. I'm gonna push it.
Okay, you're gonna try to push it, yeah.
No, there's not enough time.
All right.
Oh, that was cool.
Use ability right away when
Ang
it's
box niya.
Go.
Nice.
Well, I was impressed.
Yeah, that was
very good, Darian. Well done.
The first battle is in the books, and Darian has racked up a 5-star with 189%, just 11% short of that 6-star. What happened?
Well, in my head, I kept thinking about how when Judo and I recorded the sneak peeks a while back, he kept trying to beat me, and he didn't.
This guy is so nice.
He is very nice, and I love him to death. But I had to establish and maintain victory for the Clash team. But yeah, I just felt like if that P.E.K.K.A just had a little bit more health, yeah, I think I would have been a 6-star.
You knocked out that firecrackers a little earlier, maybe.
Yeah.
But honestly, impressive. The whole community team thanks you for upholding our honor.
Nice.
For our next battle, it's going to be Judo against Alex. So Judo, get ready to battle. Come on up here.
Kind of wish I was attacking Darian, but so like Darian, I do like to use the P.E.K.K.A, so I'm gonna select one of those. You don't have the air bombs on this base. We've been practicing Build a Hole 10 a lot since it came out, and I've been liking the Baby Dragons, so I think I'm gonna go with a couple of those. But I am concerned about the
4 firecrackers.
Yeah, well, but 3 of them are to the left-hand side of the base, though, right? Do you think the Night Witch Itsu could get the Mega Tesla on the right if I tanked somehow?
Yeah. I think that could work for sure, especially with the new ability.
Yeah. Because without the air bombs, I think the ability could work really well. Okay. 7 spectators, no pressure.
6 bucks,
This might be the most viewers you've ever had.
Yeah, maybe.
This isn't relevant to strategy, but I like the new walls.
Nice. Oh, wow, that P.E.K.K.A ability got the cannon down in one shot. Whoa. That was beautiful. Okay. As long as my battle machine gets those 2 firecrackers, I think I'm good, but I should probably start with the Night Witch, because Darian technically time failed with only having 2 minutes. Bomber ability I keep forgetting about.
Most important to get it once.
Yeah, the short time, you have to time manage so much more now.
The Night Witch ability is probably... I need that Night Witch ability to get the firecrackers, otherwise my Baby Dragons might struggle. Oh, Night Witch went down.
Night Witch, the giant cannon first. Yes.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Got it.
Okay. Well, at least I got past the first stage. It wasn't a complete fail.
That was pretty clean, too. Do you still have enough troops, do you think, to take the second stage? Like, before we get to the second stage, how are you feeling about it?
Well, I know the air bombs wasn't on this stage, so they're on the next stage. I don't think I've seen any Tesla, but at least I know that 4 of the firecrackers are down. So I think the baby dragons could still be good. And although my battle machine went down, I'll still get the battle copter in the second stage. So I guess it just depends on the layout.
Was that part of your decision? Like when you saw the 4 firecrackers, you went, no battle copter for this stage?
Well, I knew the battle machine would be better to push into that side. But yeah, I think looking at this, obviously, it's quite a good layout in the sense that the firecrackers and the air bombs are at opposite sides. But I think...
So, Alex, how did you design the space? Like, what was the thought process behind it?
I was trying to predict what Judy was going to do.
Okay.
And then counter
Get in
that.
my head.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an easy 1-star, right? Because the builder hall itself is very accessible.
Yeah, I'm going to try and save onto 1 baby dragon, because I think if I can get the battle copter to get the grounded expo towards the air bombs, I should be able to wipe the next one with the baby dragon. But if it doesn't quite work, I can still easily get the builder hall from that right-hand side. Come on, get the firecrackers.
Otto's outpost.
Otto's outpost, yeah. Very true. Okay, I'm going to send another baby dragon, try and protect number 7. Oof, just. Okay, so now I'm just holding on to this number 8 baby dragon. And I guess, let the battle copter do its thing.
The numbers make it so much easier to keep track of your units, though. That's kind of actually quite risky attack.
Your battle copter's got a 3-star ability, too, so...
Yeah, I
honestly think he's going to
I need to. Do you think so? I need to save it for the air bombs. And I don't know whether to use the baby dragon. Yeah, I guess let's just wait on time, because I can bail out and put the baby dragon to the builder at the Otto's outpost, or I can go for the 6 stars. What do you think, guys? 6 stars?
6 stars.
You only do it once. You only do it once, right?
Under a minute, are you worried about a time fail at all?
I'm closing in on that percentage that Darian had, so
You're
I'm not too concerned. And the ability, maybe should have used it already, but
This
even on Otto's outpost.
The Zeppies are not going to do it.
Yeah, the Zappies are...
Oh, that's very good.
That was very good.
And that was Judo's 6-star attack against Alex's base. I've switched loyalties. I'm on the creator's side now. Big front runner. I'm sorry. So, Judo, I'd say what went wrong, but it didn't seem like a lot went wrong. How do you feel that way?
Well, I feel I can relax a bit now. Yeah, I think, honestly, just having all of the firecrackers on the first stage meant I knew the air was going to be the right call on the second. And I guess it's just always having a backup plan for just like the home village, having a backup plan for the town hall where I could send that baby dragon in, but luckily it worked out.
Yeah, there's a nice adaptability there where when you look at base 1, you sort of know what's in base 2 by process of elimination and allows you to plan your stage attack. Great attack. Way to show them how it's done, these Clash team. Who would ever be on the Clash team? And for our next battle, we've got Alex attacking Burak. You ready, Burak? Of course. Get that base set up. Alex, get on up here.
Alex, since you're one of the designers, you're going to 200% this, right?
Well,
I mean, you're the one who sets the balance.
I'm going to try, okay? I'm going to try.
Use the secret cheat codes.
Use your dev powers.
Well, what I'm going to try is, because the walls are open, I'm not going to use this bomber. Let me see if I can use my battlecopter and blast through the middle with the electrify wizards. Yeah, on the right side I have those 2. Let's see. This is going to take a little while. We can chat while this goes on. I'm going to use the battlecopter to take out a little bit of this left side here. Oh, nice. Little Tesla. The battlecopter can get it.
You're going to use the wizards in Inferno mode or Electro mode?
So I'm going to try to start with Electro mode on the right side and then switch to fire in the middle to blast through really fast. You know, that's what I'm trying to get, like the middle as fast as possible to take less damage.
Yeah, it's good to take the Mega Tesla down as soon as possible. Like, you don't want to take a lot of damage from that.
Yeah.
Is Mega Tesla like the single scariest defense in all of Clash of Clans?
In the build base side, yeah, but I think the monolith is more scary.
Oh, yeah, good point.
I find the magma launcher to be the most terrifying.
Yeah, that's a good one, too. I have, in 6 years of playing Clash of Clans, never figured out Eagle Artillery. It's still just wreck me every time.
You need to take them out first.
I'm trying. They're always in the middle.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the Inferno. It's the really the Electrify Wizard's doing some serious damage.
they just blast through, really. And now that the Battlecopter is alive still, I'm taking a lot of damage. Oh, my giants might... Okay, that was fast.
I can hear it already.
Oh no, my P.E.K.K.A died. Ah, no. Okay, that was close. It would be good to keep the P.E.K.K.A for the second one. And I could have used the ability to take out the Zapdos. That would have been...
Yeah, but it's still nice. There could be that survive, so that's
And 2 giants, 2 wizards feels like a self-contained army there. Classic.
It's going well.
Giants are gonna blow hit points, but they have the shield, right?
Okay, they're half HP, both of them. But now there's walls, so maybe let's take bombers.
What are you thinking about with the barbarians?
No, I'm gonna switch them up. I'm not gonna use barbarians now. I think if I can, maybe use the barbarians to pass on the right side. Yeah, this is gonna change for battle machine. Yes, battle machine. Okay, I got a plan. Oh, I need something to take the Zapdos out. Let me take a P.E.K.K.A here. This is gonna look good. Okay, I'm just gonna try to do the same on this base.
You got a lot of troops. Only losing 2 in the first stage feels like a good position to be going into the second stage.
That was very good.
And the reinforcements are just always so helpful.
I did a big mistake. My P.E.K.K.A is on the left side.
No, you're supposed to take it.
That's too much pressure.
Stop.
Alex, this is your first esports tournament. The bright lights.
Oh no. Okay, maybe the battle
You
machine
need to electro mode in this one of these 3 dots, and then maybe they will take the Zapdos out.
There's also the builder machine. I can use the chain lining.
Ah, that's
Take them
yeah,
fast.
nice.
Okay, that's kind of good. Right. Okay, the P.E.K.K.A. Maybe this is a good moment to get in.
A little frustrating, but you were able to get through the Zapdos pretty well.
No, I think you're gonna crush.
I think we're done.
The battle machine has to survive. It's gonna be close.
Use ability. You won't be able to get the second.
Oh, it's so close.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Oh, that was very close. Oh.
Wow.
Well,
All right, second attack down for the Clash of Clans team. Alex, you got 5 stars, 171%, but you looked so strong going into the second stage. What happened there?
I think I made a drastic mistake, like big mistake with the P.E.K.K.A. I put her on the wrong side, so that was like, I think that took a little bit, but it was so close with the battle machine.
Yeah, it felt like if you pushed through like 1 or 2 more defenses, you could have cleaned up the rest.
Yeah. I guess I tried to deploy everything really fast, and I got a little lost in using the abilities, but it was almost there.
It's a tough battle format. I mean, you have a lot of troops still. There's not that many defenses, but there's still a lot of troops, and each troop having abilities and toggles. There's a lot to keep in your head when you do an attack.
I'm gonna practice this attack more, and next time I'll be able to get it.
That's the optimism we like to see.
Yeah, we need a rematch.
It's not even over yet.
When you guys lose, you're going to want to challenge us again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I like the confidence there, too. All right, well, let's find out if Varian is lying or if there's still hope for the Clash of Clans team. So our next attack is Burak attacking Petri's base. So Petri put the base up. Burak, come on stage.
Yeah, looks like we have some exposed air defenses here. I don't know who built that base. Let's see, in that case I could use...
Are you gonna use 6 Hawk gliders?
Nah, no.
Right into the fire trap.
Straight to the crusher.
I would like...
because it's stunning it.
Stunning it, yeah.
They could use drop shifts and minions.
Do you normally like, just for the group, do you like having both crushers on the same stage, or does it make sense to kind of put them 1 and 1? I mean, I know it's a different strategy with each base, but what do you personally feel?
Really hard to say.
It's hard to say. I mean, if you can force them to fail the first stage, then, you know,
It's a huge win, yeah.
for sure. So I do quite like putting them together, because it's really hard to then get a full ground push.
Sure. How many stars in Builder Base would you say equivalent is like one staring a Clan War attack?
1 star is probably 2 stars or 3 stars.
So if somebody 1 stars in a Builder Base attack, it's real sweaty.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about the new builder base is that you're going to want to change your defense frequently. And that's one of the things about it, is that you take as many defenses as you do attacks. So because that means you earn elixir from your defense, you're going to want to keep changing up So even if you may prefer defense on one side or the other, changing up is going to be better for you on the trophy level.
Especially if you're using some layout which is well known by players, so players will know how to beat that base. It's good to change it once in a while.
Yeah, maybe the builder-based meta is going to be a bit more developed in a way because it's easier to see similar defensive setups.
Oh man.
Yeah. This is
Wow. Yeah, the minions are like overwhelming.
Yeah, we were chatting away.
Yeah.
That's not tactic. We're like, we'll just keep them talking.
Just a silent killer.
You can distract it so they can't trash talk. That's how you do it.
You didn't lose a single troop.
Oh, what?
Not even a single minion?
Okay.
Well, I'm sure a minion's gone down, but...
I hope.
Actually, I don't know.
There's so many.
Tanking with the battlecopter was beautiful, by the way.
Wow. Oh, look at the battlecopter going to get full speed.
Like
Never expose your firecrackers.
Wow, that was crazy.
Wow.
It's everything. Really, not one
We had the first 3-star, the first 6-star, and I think that's the first perfect attack.
Yeah, nothing dies.
Don't jinx it just yet, okay? It's attack.
Am I a double A? Am I on your side? Am I
No,
double A?
it's much better against this, so let's see.
Yeah, it's got bombs. Okay.
But it does have 2 reinforcements.
Yeah, but he decided to take the air, full air. There is Mega Tesla, there is a roaster, there is like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the roaster's going to be really good against those zero drop ships.
The battlecopter again.
Come on, drop ship.
Still alive, though.
Mega Tesla is doing the work.
There's so many troops.
Oh, he's about to
Really?
wait for a troop.
So many troops.
Oh, no!
Well, the bomb is going to do its job. Look at the minions.
Hit the minions, please.
Please hit the minions.
Please don't hit the minion.
This is super impressive how the drop ships have been protecting these minions.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And then, how did he distract it so well? Like,
Wow.
no minions died, whatever.
The dev team's learning something live on camera.
Nerf minions.
Nerf dropship.
Alex, taking
No,
notes.
Exactly what you would do when you lose.
Taking notes.
An amazing attack by Burak puts the creators ahead 12 stars to 10 stars. An amazing attack, maybe the most impressive builder-based attack I've ever seen. Burak, what could you have done worse? A near perfect attack.
I'm not sure. I mean, it felt like the air defenses, like I said, were exposed. So let's say it was easy to use an air spam hit. So I couldn't do any mistake.
Well, the dropships were close, kind of. If the dropships got killed a little bit earlier, right? Then the minions would have been taken out, so flick side.
You do, and you do it.
Before we move on to our last pair of battles, we have 12 stars for the creator side and 10 stars for the Clash team. So don't look at me like that, Darian. You did your 5. You're in a bit of a pickle, Petri. We're going to need you to hit 6 stars to keep this alive. Think you can do it?
Let's see. I hope so.
That is Finnish humbleness at its best. Petri, come on up here. Go for that 6 stars.
I see that this base, it's quite hard to actually get in without the bombers. I will, add a bomber to my army.
Very tightly packed.
Yeah, it's tightly packed, so the Pekkas are probably going to do a good job. And I absolutely love cannon carts, so I will take a couple of those. But actually, these archer towers are long range, so I cannot approach from that side. There is mortar as well, so cannon carts have to come from the bottom. Okay, I think I have an idea how to break through. So I'll try this. Get the bomber in. Let's break the wall. Yes. Then cannon cart in. Then I'll deploy my Pekka after a while. Yes.
I love the new cannon carts.
And then one Pekka from the other side to clear that side and see what happens.
Great job tanking Archer Tower, too.
Yeah, Pekka is in the middle, so I can activate the ability. The Pekkas are walking to weird directions, so let's see. I'll activate none of them.
Behind this game.
What's happening with the AI, right?
You literally write the pathfinding code.
I mean, I guess he's showing that he designed this game because I think he's kept the whole army like Burak.
Yeah, it was better than I expected. I actually was scared that Pekka started walking, but then it didn't matter because they tanked for the cannon cart anyway.
Got a decent amount of health left, too. So
And now I have 2 additional Pekkas if I want. I think the Mega Tesla here is pretty tricky, but I think I can approach approach from the right side with the cannon cards, I'll actually switch to air hero. And approach from the right side with the cannon cards so that I can outrange most of the defenses there. And then Pekas will probably do a good job of clearing everything else. I think that might work. Let's see. I can come from here and be really precise with this timing. I don't know if I got it correct. This is pretty tricky with a cannon. Because cannons, like range, is almost the same as cannon cards. I need to probably move it a little bit to reach the cannon. I don't know. Like,
I think you might be good. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's pretty close.
Okay.
Touch the corner.
So now just wait for a while and then it's like...
Let them do their
We
thing.
can answer your question, Seth, as to whether having one crusher on each base is going to be useful.
Yeah, let's see if this... Wow, I guess...
No, that's more now. Okay.
A single cannon card solves that problem.
But I think I need to start going soon because otherwise I might time fail.
You're good.
Yeah,
Take your
I'll start going.
You shush, you shush.
So let's see. Take us all around the base maybe. Approach from every angle to like...
Oh my gosh, how many packets
And
do
the
you
cannon
have?
card is now actually like out of targets. Oh, I think it's...
it's slightly
I killed the target. Yes.
Range could be good.
I think it's pretty close actually with this. Pekas are again running wrong direction. What are they doing?
That's a lot of Pekas.
There's a lot of Pekas, but they're running... now they got the
Usually
time.
two of them have the ability.
Yeah, they have the
also.
ability. And the hero has ability as well. I've saved that for the Zappies. But it missed. The Zappies went so effective about that, so it worked. Yes.
Very nice. And almost a perfect attack on the second time. There's a bunch of stuff still alive.
Wow.
Someone he had more reinforcement camps than we had. Where all those Pekka coming from? He did it! Petri got the 6-star attack to keep the Clash of Clans game team alive. How you feeling after that attack?
Pretty nervous actually, but it was a lot of fun and seemed that the strategy worked really well against this base. So I was very lucky actually that there was no Tesla, like, to predict my cannon card placements. I was afraid that there would be a Tesla and then I would be wrecked. But there was not. So.
Right on the razor's edge. Itsu, where did all those Pekkas come from?
That's a good question. I mean, maybe we should double check the device on the other side.
Never trust me. He's got the T-shirt on. He's an honest dealer. He's got nothing up his sleeve. But that brings us to our last attack, Itsu.
No pressure.
No pressure. Don't think about choking. Just clear your mind. Don't think about choking this final attack.
Don't think about what?
Choking. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. You need at least 4 stars to take it home for the creator team. Think you can do it?
Should be possible.
Let's show the world what you got. Itsu, come on stage for our final battle. You need 4 stars to tie, 5 stars to win.
Okay. Percent do not matter, right? So
You get 5 stars, it doesn't matter.
that is all
I think
right.
we're pretty far. I think we
Yeah, we are pretty far ahead. Don't worry.
50% in the lead, so I think the 5-star gives it.
I dare to use all baby dragons.
Yeah. I mean, baby dragons are legend, right? Like baby dragons are just the best troop. But I have to agree as well with Petri that cannon cards are just super fun to use. I think I will throw that in there. There's a giant as well, since we had kind of similar discussion already earlier on. There's open wall, so we don't need the bomber. So I think I can maybe take down one of the archer towers. That's one of the counters to the cannon cards. Let's just try to do that. So cannon card from the top side. Baby dragon then for the archer tower. We can see use the ability. I should stay out of range. Except you changed the ranges. I mean...
Just before this match, you changed the ranges.
Yes, and you never know. I remember those Pekkas still.
It's hard to break old habits. You have thousands of builder-based games under your belt, and now you have to relearn all the troops. Nice placement.
So really nice. Just outside the range of this archer tower.
And using the wall to kind of help, like even if it started to move left or right, if you were quick enough, I think siege mode would have still gotten there.
Yeah, this is like really nice to break broken down space.
I also like that it's like half air, half ground attack. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like those dive attacks where you try to target specific defenses, try to take them out. In this specific example, I take down the air bombs at the top side, and now the remaining defense hopefully as well.
And I think the giant was doing a perfect job of, like, making this battle machine charge up. And then...
Now, actually intentionally not turning the cannon cart back into a cannon cart because I'm afraid of it running into the double cannon or the lava launcher. So I feel like that would be not good. I'm trying to not use the Baby Dragon because, in this village it is nice to have the flexibility then for the second or for the next day.
Oh, you kept it alive. Great plan.
You didn't deploy it.
Yeah, but then you can switch it in the second stage.
Exactly. Nice. I'll need to make sure that I'm not time fitting. That would be
the
classic 99, but not this time around.
It's very impressive foresight to not deploy that last Baby Dragon. Give you the flexibility.
Now we can see what the next stage is.
Also getting 4-star defense is quite...
You never know. Okay, so we have the Air Bow, which means, again, if we take down the one arch tower, I should be able to use the cannon cart to some good use right there. But because I'm scared of traps, I will use hog gliders to tank for those traps. Like if there are Tesla, I know, like Petri, where I'm like going full risk. I want to see if there are any Tesla whatsoever. And I think because we do not have any, like the Roadster or the air bombs, I could go for maybe Night Witches. I think we have not seen them too much, except the one use case of Judo earlier. So that would be kind of nice. Hopefully I'm not trying to go too creative.
That's good.
I mean, if you want to, like, 0-star the space, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay with that.
Yeah. We'll be okay with them, I would guess. Okay, so far so good. Has worked. I have only one choice of the battle machine, so I have to go with the air hero here. I would just concentrate on the cannon cart first.
That hog glider worked great.
Yeah. Okay, now the... Yes. I think the chopper has not as much air targeting defense, so I would just drop it there. And then I have to use the Baby Dragon and Witches to actually protect that helicopter. And by the way, I just love the design of the cannon cart with doing the splash damage. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Look at that. It's hitting both cannons on either side.
It no longer destroys the walls.
Yeah.
I just like that the cannon, the mortar mode, it just looks like he's hiding behind the wall. Just just kind of cutely just looking over, like, oh yeah, that's over there.
It seems like a nice way to use the pathfinding to your advantage, too, because they come on the wall side, you have a lot of good places to set up.
Yeah.
You have the battlecopter all the way charged up to 3. What are you saving that for?
Maybe the Zappies, maybe just, I mean, the defenses on the back are kind of stacked, so...
What would be the worst case for the Zappies? Like, you guys have done a really good job at planning for the Zappies and taking them out, but what would be a situation where the Zappies would just ruin an attack?
Well, if you don't have any area damage to take them out, they do a lot of damage. They do have very high DPS. They're gonna, like, just destroy your troops.
Solo Giant, Solo P.E.K.K.A is gonna get torn up by the Zappies.
Yeah, and Hawk Riders, if they're right.
Yeah. As long as you got the splash, you're good. Like that Baby Dragon sneeze was...
There we go. You're ending with more troops than you started with. That's hundreds of that. Let's go. And that does it for our final attack. Itsu, who needed 4 stars to tie, 5 to win, just went ahead and got a 6-star 200% just to show off a little bit. How did you feel that attack went? When did you know that you were going to cross the threshold?
I think it's always nice to have, like, this flexibility for the army camp. I think as soon as I had the one Baby Dragon to spare to switch to whatever I wanted for the next stage, I think that was kind of the moment where I knew I'm looking pretty good to go the 5-star mark and have the chance of getting the 6-star.
And over to our winning team, you guys have played a lot of Builder Hall 10 now. What do you think? What are the parts of the new design that appeal to you the most? We'll start with you, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I really like the early stages of the game, even in the home village. Just, for me, not being as good of a player as these guys, it starts to get a bit overwhelming, whereas I think in the builder base, I can manage it, because there's not as many defenses to look at. So it's almost like a small puzzle that I feel like I'm a bit better at figuring it out, because it's not as overwhelming. But the execution still is important to get it done. So I think they really have done a good balance. You guys did a great job.
Burak, you built a lot of bases already for Builder Hall 10. What about the base building is different to you from the home village and clan capital?
I would say it's not much easier, but it's nice that you have less buildings to play, so...
Less buildings but more impact.
Yeah, exactly. Base building has a more impact than before, and than the main village.
Do you think there's more creativity involved with the 2 stages? You know, the ability to kind of choose what you want on each stage, and give you a lot more flexibility in base building?
Of course. I mean, I built a lot of bases, and I we're not sure where to place the buildings, if I should place them on the first stage or on the second stage. I just switched them on the different phases, so...
Itsu, you've played in some of the biggest Clash of Clans tournaments we've ever held. How do you feel about Builder Hall 10 from an esports perspective? Do you think it's deep enough to be a competitive play mode?
Yeah, I think for sure, especially with the traps having a lot of impact. So base players can like really place push traps to really mess up the cannon car pathing or other troops. And I feel like there is a lot of potential. And as Judo said as well, we have so many strategic little parts coming together to solve the puzzle which the base is now, which I think is really cool. There's no default army. Every single time it feels like it's a fresh attack like we just had today. So that's, I think, it has a lot of potential in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I was, as the caster, was having a really hard time kind of wrapping my head around all the decisions you were making, even just pre-battle, that 1 minute prep period. You're switching things out, you're figuring out how to attack, and it was really impressive to watch. Congratulations to all of you for your 6-star attacks. I know that this was a huge project for the Clash of Clans team. So when you first started this, what were the goals that you were trying to kind of improve with this rework?
I think one of the cool parts of Builder Base is that you can just attack as much as you want, but because the loot system was so limited, after doing 3 attacks a day, maybe you keep like 2 days piled up and you do 6 attacks,